Alright there guys and girls, RC Crawler Control here, and I'm very excited for this one. I'm hoping that I'm going to be one of the first people to get my hands on this, give it a review, have a look at it, unboxing the whole lot. So I know very little about it, which is kind of always the case, but really excited, which might give you a clue as to what it might be, because I'm super excited, because it's yet another Land Rover. Do you know what it is yet? A new RC Land Rover. Not licensed, but we have 4x4 climbing off-road vehicle. It's not a Land Rover at all, is it? It's not at all a Series 3 88 pickup. Obviously, it hasn't got the proper truck cab on it. It's kind of just bobbed it like people used to do before 3D printers and stuff come out. But I still think it looks good. Is it going to be toy grade? Is it going to be model grade or something in between? That's kind of my suspicion. We'll have to find out in due time. But yeah, I know what colour I ordered and what kind of truck I ordered, but we will see what we get. It's obviously had a few knocks on its way here, and it looks like it's been undone and redone, because that's definitely just sticky tape. So fingers crossed we actually get a working truck. But here we go. So a huge transmitter. I feel like it's some sort of ray gun or something. But yeah, there we go. There's the transmitter. I can see the front of it. Right, the box is going. I've run out of patience. I will win. Hey, it's giving me Wallace and Gromit colour vibes, but in their Land Rover, was it Shaun the Sheep, not Wallace and Gromit? But yeah, look at that, eh? This is, I mean, I only found out about this a couple of weeks ago. Put a plate, placed an order straight away, because I was like, it's probably toy grade, but if it's anything better than toy grade, it will be great. I mean, there's a nasty bit of plastic mould there, and looks like it's been burnt or broken, but quite a few scratches on the back. May have rushed production a little bit there. I can't keep my eyes on it. I just got off of it. It's a Land Rover. I like my Land Rovers. Anyway, so there it is. Let's see what else is in the box. We've got a set of not at all Camel Trophy Climb Drive stickers. Climb Drive stickers. That's just what the doctor ordered. We've also got Manuel. No idea what's going to be in there. Get rid of that and that. So we're now left with the truck. Although I feel like there should be some scale accessories that I've probably just thrown on the floor, because we've got holes here as if we would mount something. So bear with me. Aha! That's just the charger. Ah, mirrors. It's mirrors. Yeah, mirrors. We don't do series mirrors, and I feel strongly about this, because my first car was a Series 2A, and the first thing I did is permanently delete this and put 90 mirrors on, or what we'd call defendable 90 mirrors, because you can't see anything in those. As someone who's driven them, you want defender mirrors on there, because otherwise you're just going to hit a tree or something. So yeah, there we go. So this is the PINECONE model, I think SG 1009 or 1010, depending on whether you go for the station wagon or the pickup. But nonetheless, this is the PINECONE 4x4 climbing vehicle in 1/10 scale. It's quite clearly a Land Rover, but it is unlicensed. And this is everything you get. And you get the transmitter, the charger, battery, some stickers, manual, some tools, And this is the box. I think a red one will be coming out, because as you can see from the box, a red one will be available. So yeah, look, it's saying on here, they've put a sticker over it here. I've got the Blue Pro. I'm not sure what about that makes it a Pro. Maybe it's just the fact that it includes a battery, because it's definitely not anything super special. I've not even seen the green. I've only seen the yellow, or the cream sand coloured, and the blue available in both station wagon and in the pickup. But clearly the green and red are coming out, because I have seen a video of the green and I've seen the red on the picture on the box, as you can see there. But yeah, so to give you a close-up of, you know, oh, it has a gearbox, a servo, a drive shaft, and it has framework. We like framework. Framework is good. But yeah, so, oh, here we go, something useful. It's a 222mm wheelbase. Overall length apparently is 363. So, there you go. A little bit more detail up close. Oh, this is going to be so hard to do, but you actually have to push that and you'll get the door open. And you can't just push it closed, you have to again. Let's just zoom out a tiny bit. There we go, look, that's the interior. And we'll shut the door. And then on the rear, again, can't close it unless you do the latch, which I've gone too far with. So that's great. You've got the bonnet that opens, and the radiator does, sorry, the fan does turn round, but you've got an engine bay there. That's a lovely little feature. So with the battery, you have to sort of pull this up so it fits, because the chassis is a little bit bent. But you've got these tabs here that you've got to move out of the way, then pull the chassis back because it doesn't fit, and then it should open like so. And then it comes with a battery and XT30 connectors, I think they're called. I'm going to correct me if I'm wrong. So we'll get that connected up. And then with the transmitter, she's got AA batteries. You will have to keep the screw in, because without it the plate does just fall off. So we'll get that connected up now. And so once the battery's in, move these tabs and lock it. It's quite tight in there to get the battery and the lead all in that confined space. You'll have to excuse me because I'm having to record this again, because I left the fan on and it was too noisy. So turning it on again. There we go. So close the bonnet. That's first. Just there we go. And now we're going to put it into neutral. What you can hear there is the fan. I'll just show you. So now we'll put it into second. And I won't be able to do it for long because it doesn't have much of a drag brake, if at all. It's got a lot of overrun. There you go. So that's second. Oh God. Second again. And then we'll go back. Oh, as you can see, just crashed. So we'll go back into neutral and then back into first. Much more controllable. It's quite juddery and quite noisy. As I say, I don't think it has much of a drag brake at all, but a lot can be modified in the future. But there you go. Let's do a little flex test. Not bad. So before I realised that I'd have to delete the last video due to the fan being on, because it's cold in here, I was saying that it's definitely not model grade, but I think it's definitely better than toy grade. It lies somewhere in between. I think the detail on the body, even though unlicensed, and you know, okay, yeah, why would you have black hinges over it, and the back isn't quite accurate, but at least they've done it as a truck cab with the curvature there. They have got the opening doors, they have got adjustable shocks, the axles look okay. What I will say is underneath, I'm not confident on some of these drive shafts and how it's fitted. Also on the main drive shaft from the gearbox there, it is just simply a pin that I can push up and down with a bit of force. There's nothing screwing that in, so I expect to lose that soon, and many of the others. There's also quite a lot of flex, but again, you know, how much do you want to critique a truck that is 70 quid? It has got a metal chassis. The wheels, I'm not sure what they are. They've been painted in a nice sort of aluminium colour, and it feels like aluminium, but I'm going to say that they're plastic. I could be wrong, maybe someone else can correct me, but you know, it's going to be bouncy, but I think this truck has potential to be a very fun truck. Now, if you're going out and expecting this to keep up with an SCX10 or FCX10 or TRX4, I haven't driven it yet, but you're not going to. But if you and your mates have got trucks, all of them got these, I think you could have a good time in a toy, sort of better than toy grade truck, but not quite model grade truck. You know, and then you can do hop-ups. It's going to need better steering, it's going to need better steering servo and arm. It might require a different gearbox and stuff. And, you know, I'm not going to lie, to get it to be keep up with some of the other brands, you might have to do a lot. But sometimes people find the upgrading of things more fun than the driving part. So and I just like how it looks. You know, I'm willing to do a few mods to this. I'm not going to throw loads of money in it, but we'll wait and see what fits and what, because some of the WPL parts I've got a feeling might fit and might be better on this than what's on their standard. But we're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a chance out tomorrow and see how it performs and what may or may not break. But I think it's a great little truck. Oh, I've also just noticed that I've somehow, obviously completely intentionally, fixed the indicator issue, because earlier I couldn't stop it from indicating. It would just constantly indicate one direction. So now we have, I'm still turning that way, so the indicator's working. Turning the other way, indicator's working. Let's see if we can get the hazard lights on. So let's press that. And now we have hazards. Hazards at the rear as well. I think when I turn, it overrides it so that it's just that, but then straight away goes back to the hazards. If we press hazards, that will turn that off. If we press lights, we get the rear tail lights, and on the front, we should have the full beam or dipped headlights, as some people like to call them. Technically, that's the right term. And then with lights off, you still run side lights and these sort of angel eye things that you've got. So there's all your trims at the top. That's your first speed, neutral, second speed, and then again neutral first. You have to go between neutral to get into the next gear. Yeah, you've got your fan in there, like I said. You've got your engine bay. There we go. That's your Pinecone 1/10 Land Rover. So this truck is advertised as 1/10. I was worried it was going to be 1/12. I think when a friend of mine put it on CAD to scale it up, it actually came very close to 1/10, I think at 199 or just over 1/10 perhaps. I was worried about how it would look next to the rest of my Land Rover fleet. It is smaller, but actually I think it's fairly accurate. You know, it is smaller, like the window proportions and stuff are smaller, it's shorter, it's not as wide, but this is probably more accurate to 1/10 scale than arguably these are, because this here is a Boom racing truck, and I believe they're at 1/84, 1/85 scale, and they all are. And then I and a friend of mine have based all of our 3D prints, such as this lovely Series 1, off of the same scale as that, which tends to be what RC 4-wheel drive do, tracks are similar to, so because it's nice to have rigs kind of in scale with each other. So the 3D prints we've done are this scale from the Boom racing truck, but this doesn't look absolutely stupid next to it. Yes, it is smaller, I'm not going to lie, but it also doesn't look ridiculous. I'll just pan out there. Hope that helps.